I'd usually expect this type of portion to be on the thing I might mention on the podcast, but I felt like no. If I feel like there's a story out there I actually want to talk about, I might as well just do a video on it because this I expected them to do this at some point, but I didn't know if it was going to be a possibility, of whether it was or wasn't going to happen. But I can just say without a doubt, we're getting an actual Michael Jackson biopic film, and yes, it's going to be about the full life of Michael Jackson from starting the Jackson 5, leading to him doing the Thriller, also transitioning to Bad, and his future life story with the allegations and stuff like that. I don't know if it's going to touch on that, but I got to say, we got the first picture out of Jafar Jackson, his nephew, playing Michael Jackson, and I gotta say, without a doubt, this picture, it's almost like, like when we see Michael Jackson do the iconic Sam with the tiptoes and also him doing the moonwalk. This picture is like, this is a new age picture. And I don't believe that this is an actual actor playing Michael Jackson. That is Michael from what I've seen. And yes, I'm gonna say this without a doubt. I listened to Michael Jackson back in the day. My dad introduced me to him, and also me and my brother got to get on the whole Jackson train. We listened to all the albums. We listened to the songs. We even watched the music videos on YouTube back in the day. Even got the Michael Jackson Experience game, which yeah, we got it for the Wii, and then the Kinect version kind of sucked, and then I kind of got it for the PS Vita, which I couldn't get enough of that game. I actually liked it for all my life. And now that we're getting a biopic, like an actual biopic, which also is directed by Antoine Fuqua, who brought us Training Day and the Equalizer trilogy, so I feel like that's going to be in good hands. But the thing I want to know about this is how much of the life story we're going to get, because I can tell which from the recent biopics we got, like we got Bohemian Rhapsody, we got Rocket Man, we got the full Elvis movie last year, and we also got the Marilyn Monroe movie on Netflix. I gotta say, with these biopics and the way they're doing stuff nowadays, I don't know if it's gonna be pieces of the stories because I can tell from what it looks like, because they said they're gonna go back to the beginning during the Jackson 5. So I'm hoping it's gonna be like, okay, each of these elements are gonna be an act. We're gonna get the Jackson 5, all that stuff in the beginning, then we're gonna transition to the Thriller, Bad, hopefully everything in between that deals with his life, having kids, and also trying to keep secrecy between himself and the media, because I remember there was a lot of allegations at the time. Even as a kid, I'm like, I don't believe it. I was too young to understand that. And with all the current news and all the updates that a recent list revealed, it actually disclosed him of innocence. And I'm like, okay, yes, people are out to believe their own opinion because I wasn't there. I'm just someone providing people the news and telling you guys, my audience, what happened and my thoughts on the situation. I don't know who to believe. If it did happen, I'm sorry. If it didn't, who are you accusing somebody of something that they didn't do? But from everything that's played out to be, I hope that this is an actual good biopic, because this is the biopic I feel like you can't mess up. Because Bohemian Rhapsody, yes, it was PG-13, but also it had a couple of creative differences. Elvis, for as long as it was, and for some of the things and elements of music, it was good, but I know they painted it with a whole different picture. The Marilyn Monroe one, that one felt a bit too. I don't want to say it was bad. It was uncomfortably. You couldn't sit watching it and joy. You just felt uncomfortable watching it. But with this has to be the most impactful biopic. Not only that, but also a way of saying, because some people who do know Michael know him from the way he was with his music, and we also know certain ways people disclose the media. Because I remember there was those two Michael Jackson biopics, not a biopic, but it was like showing his life. One of them was the BT one, and the other one was him exploring Neverland. I don't even know the title of the other one. But yeah, both of them have their own ways of showing the story. So one of them I was gonna say I liked, which was the one that had Chad L. Coleman from The Walking Dead. But with this, I feel like this is gonna be the more authentic way to show the story, and also it's provided by the Jackson Estate. So there's a little bit of hesitation where I'm like, okay, what are you gonna show? Because yes, we're gonna deal to a point where it's all gonna lead to his death and the whole thing with the This Is It concert. But I feel like if they're gonna exclude some of the allegations, I feel like with this new information we got nowadays showing everything that actually happened, it's a good way to prioritize and show, okay, I don't want to say that this happened, but you can show what appears to be what happened on whatever situation, what allegation people have said, but also disclose it like, oh, with the new evidence we got today, he was disclosed of this, so there wasn't actual proof. Even if there was proof, there's still a way you can't derail that situation, because I don't know if they're going to deal with every little thing, but this is the main thing I know, because they're going to go through the spiral. the way the music was, and then also his celebrity status. Even the Super Bowl commercial, I don't even know if they're gonna do that. Where the Super Bowl halftime show, which my dad talked about that show, and he told me that nobody could beat that Super Bowl halftime show. Anybody could say they could do it best, but when Michael Jackson did it, he was there to see it live, and I was like, wow, that was the best Super Bowl halftime show I've seen, and nothing could beat it. Even the Pepsi commercial, I don't even know if they're gonna touch on that too. There's a lot of little things you can do with the Michael Jackson biopic, and I gotta say, with Anton Fuqua in the hands of it, I could say it's in safe hands. Hopefully, we get a trailer something like that by the end of the year because it's dated in 2025, but they didn't say when exactly, and they only have Michael and his younger version casted. So I don't know if it's gonna be where they're gonna show who are the casting announcement days by now. I know they said that production starts on Monday, so we might get some more information. I might mention it on the podcast later on, but I gotta say, Michael Jackson biopic, good or bad idea? Because there's a lot of conflicting ideals about this, and also when I mentioned to some people, like, we don't need it, we might want it, but also let's not have it affect the legacy of what he brought to us and his music. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and already all my social media is down in the description below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.